Now, let's have a look. Yeah, we're recording now. I've got someone special here with me today. We're not going to mention her name because of what she's doing right now. Do you want to explain a little bit?
Okay, well, I just wanted to report to all my friends in England that we, a group of people in Ireland, are engaged in supporting two journalists in suing the government of Ireland in a case called the Judicial Review at the four courts. It's the High Court of Ireland. We're engaged in trying to challenge the government on the recent draconian measures taken to so-called to prevent the spread of this deadly virus COVID. It's so confusing to
I
even
did
talk
put that
about.
out the other day, by the way, but I didn't realise that you were involved in it.
Oh, you mean the Irish case?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm friends with them for other activism reasons. We go out with some of the group. We'd be going out to protest geoengineering, and
It's quite a
one time
breakthrough, though, isn't it, Nora?
Oh.
I'm glad I said your name then. It's quite a breakthrough, isn't it?
So, well, yeah. You mean the case or?
Well, all of it. You there, this whole thing. I mean, doesn't seem to be many people on our side right now, does there? So it was
I
very.
think they're all there. I think they're all there wondering what to do in their homes.
Right.
I think that we have a lot of sympathy. I saw stickers up in my local village that were sounded like a truther put them up. It says, "COVID is a hoax. COVID is an inside job and a lie. Wakey, wakey." I mean, somebody else is out there putting up posters.
Yeah, and also, by the way, I put your hospital video up. Yours was one of the first ones I put up on my channel. So thank you very much for that. And obviously, most hospitals look like that. And we listened to this post today by this nurse in America.
Oh, yeah. I have a hospital on my channel, in fact, yeah. Okay, so I'm just trying to try to keep a low profile.
Yeah.
for reasons of being followed today by, let's say, authorities.
Anyway, yeah. Well, you don't want them finding out what you're doing, do you?
Well, not really, because I have every right as an Irish citizen to pursue this court case, which the litigants, Gemma and John, have said was being done for the Irish people, in the name of the Irish people, and they even said they would not enter the courtroom hearing without the public's presence. They wanted us to be in the courtroom with them. And they argued with the guards outside the courtroom, saying exactly that. She brought out the Constitution and she challenged the guards who were blocking the public from coming in. She challenged them to give her the law that says the Irish citizens cannot enter this court, which is in their, this case is in their interest. So what is the legislation that says they can't enter this court? And they couldn't produce the legislation. They wouldn't follow the procedure. She read the law to them that they have to do in the Constitution. There's a little protocol there. They have to produce the legislation in public.
Well, I found it very refreshing seeing that, because obviously we don't see many people, you've got people over the COVID thing that are taking them to court, but nobody for the people. No one's standing up for the people. So it's amazing. So I really appreciate all that you do.
Well, thanks. And the reason I think we had a lucky break in Ireland. I don't know if this is true, but to me, it looks like a lucky break, because a couple of months before the COVID started, they called an election and the people voted out our present government. So they haven't really formed a government. So if they're trying to legislate on the COVID thing, it's kind of a sticky spot, because technically, without a Chnnel, which is the Senate, the Irish Senate, and all of the government appointed and in place, they can't legislate. And that's one of the points being brought up by Gemma and John.
I mean, there's not much we can say as this case has started, and you're part of it, which very much appreciate. And obviously, you're my friend, and I've known you for a while, so very, very, very happy that you're doing this. But we just have to watch and wait a little bit. Then is that it?
Yeah, my role is just because I'm in a lot of the activist groups, and we've kind of merged and come together on this case. My role is really to try to get some of it out onto the smaller channels and to film a little bit of it. And there's a few of them doing what I'm doing. We're just trying to push it out and get it into even groups of people who would be called like normies or people who wouldn't follow this. You know,
that's what's happening, my lady.
Yeah, we want them to see the content of what she's saying outside that court, because the Irish Times and the mainstream media are portraying them as these horrid extremists without even saying what they are saying, without even explaining what the case is about.
Yeah. But we very much appreciate that. It takes brave people. Well, we're all brave in a way, but it takes brave people doing what you're doing. So much appreciated.
Yeah, well, bit by bit,
I wasn't sure if it was real.
All the people with the small channels, I think we will push this into a greater audience of the public.
I wasn't sure if it was real or not, Nora, to start with, because, people put things out all the time, and I'm looking at it and I think, is this real, or is this being given to the people? Like it's just excuses. But I'm so glad to know that it is real. Yay!
What do you mean, the case? You thought the case might not be real?
I didn't know. I just saw a video, and sometimes they like to wind the people up, don't they? They like to push the people and make people think this and make people think that.
That's very funny. That's very funny that you might think that. That's interesting. Anyway, if anyone wants to check that, there is a case. First of all, the Irish Times is trying to discredit the two people taking the case, and we're heavily censored. You can check on GemmaO'Doherty.com. She's getting a lot of her videos on her own website, so that helps. I don't know where John is putting things up, but yeah, it's for real. There's loads of
being mentioned on my channel.
Wait, sorry. There's a load of alternative channels in Dublin that are trying to get past the censorship. And the other thing I was going to say, if you doubt that it's real, it is all in court records.
That is perfect. I wasn't putting... when I first saw it, I just thought, oh, is this real, or is this them doing something? Because you never know, do you, with all the... It's just propaganda that they're putting out. And everybody's looking for the truth. And
you can always think anything that comes out that sounds...
but it's
that even rings true. You can always think it's disinformation being inserted into the social media.
But it's so nice to know that I'm talking to someone who actually is there and it is real. So it was brilliant anyway. So it's really good to put it out again.
Oh, sure, yeah. Me and you, we've sat in a pub, we've had a drink together.
We have. Yeah. Just for this recording, I'm going to say thank you very much, and I'm going to put this out. So thank you for all your effort. We wish everybody...
Sorry if I wasn't prepared. This is just a phone call.
We wish everybody good luck, though, on this case.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Don't go. I'm just going to stop my recording.
Mm-hmm.